arrested 132 subjects. It's possible that number may change, but that's what we're looking at right now.
Now, earlier there was talk of up to certain points, up to 1,000 people in this encampment. Do you now believe that a lot of them may have left on their own?
Yeah, that is what it's looking like. Luckily, we're happy that there were some that decided that it was time to leave, which is ultimately the goal, that everyone leaves on their own terms and peacefully.
Now, does the California Highway Patrol, will you have officers stationed here for the next coming days just to make sure another encampment doesn't pop up again?
That is possible. We're working in conjunction with the UCLA police, so if they do request that we have some officers stay, that is a possibility. I don't know for certain if that's what's going on, but we're always willing to help our allied agencies with any issues.
Let's talk about injuries, because there's word, and I know this is all preliminary, you still have to get all those official numbers. There were some word on possible injuries to officers.
Yeah, that's what we're hearing as well, that it is possible that there may have been injuries to officers. We're still trying to figure out the specifics of that, numbers, and if also there was maybe any injuries to protesters as well.
Who's in charge of the investigation now? Now that you have you've originally detained all the protesters that you could, about 132. I understand the UC PD now takes this over, the university police?
Yes, the UCLA police is handling that portion of the investigation. CHP was just called out here to assist in any way we could.
Okay. And do you know what happens to the people that were taken away?
It depends on the situation, what the charges are, but what I'm hearing is that they were cited, booked, and they're either going to be, depending on the charge, they may be booked at a sheriff's department station and processed, or they may just be released depending on the charge.
Cited and released with a court date to face a judge?
Yes, and if a felony, they may be staying until they can see a judge to process.
All right, Officer Alec Pareda, thank you very much. You heard it there from the California Highway Patrol. Preliminary numbers, 132 protesters detained. It will now be up to UCPD to see what charges against them will be filed. The majority, we imagine, as is usually the case, will be cited and released with a court date. And at that court date, they'll learn if the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, that's George Gascon's office, if they will be charging them. Reporting live on the campus of UCLA, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
And that was Gigi Graciette, as you heard, with our Fox 11 LA team. We are taking a live look from yet another camera that we do have on the UCLA campus. We did see some of those protesters who were arrested or detained loaded up onto that bus to be taken over to the jail, essentially. California Highway Patrol initially saying they believe there were, quote, hundreds of protesters arrested, but the update there from Gigi after speaking with police is that it does appear that 132 protesters have been detained. No word on charges. We're going to, of course, work to learn a little bit more here.